In today's video, we're going to learn about data validation. Data validation is a way to make sure that when we share a Google Sheet with someone to enter their details, that they don't enter invalid data. For example, in our table today, we have name, gender, subject, date of birth, and marks. So let's just say for the name. So what validation can we do for the name? We don't want people to put their initials as name. We tell somebody to put their name and then they put BMW. Whose name is BMW? So we want them to put their full name. So I will select the whole of this column, and then I will go to data. Then there is this tool. This looks like data validation tool. Data tools. Click it. Click data validation. Oh, there is something wrong. Okay, it is current settings. Okay. Then continue. So I will click. I want to restrict the text length in the settings. The minimum. I want the minimum to be 4. I want the maximum to be probably 15. And then we'll go to error alert. What should be the title of the error? So we'll say invalid name length, something like that, and then say something. Your name has to be more than 3 characters. Then click OK. Now let me try it out to write BMW here as my name. BMW. Let's enter. Can you see? Your name has to be more than 3 characters. So it's going to restrict that. Now let's come to gender. You tell someone to enter gender and then they think they're a cow, so they enter cow. So to restrict that and to restrict only to 2 genders, that is male and female. So we're going to select it up to probably whatever it is. Okay. And then go to data validation again, data validation. Go to settings. So what do we want to put it as a list? So I will put list, and the source I'm going to write probably female. Well, let's start with male. Separate with a comma and write female, like that. And then click OK. And then you will see the drop down. So it's going to bring a drop down where you can choose female or male, like that, like this. Okay, so let's have subject. So probably there is a language subject that you want them to put what they're learning. So I have subjects here: Spanish, English, and French, to prevent people from saying they're doing biology and we are specifically asking for the languages. We'll just come select again here, data validation, a list, and then for the source here, when we click here source and then we click this one, we can be able to select this, right? Spanish, English, and French. And then I'll click this again and then click OK. Now you'll see it will bring a drop down here. I can be able to select the subject. Probably this one is doing English. I'll come here, English, and then I will choose this one for French, like that. So you can see. So for date of birth, which kind of validation can we do for date of birth? We want to prevent people from saying they got born in future. You can get born in 2027 where we're still in 2026. So how do we do that? I will select this again, and then I will click data validation. And then for this one, I'm going to click date. The start date, let's say, it can be from any date. Let's say one probably from 1980. And the end date should be probably today's date. 1 probably 2026. Okay, that's not today's date, but I just want to say something, and then I'll click OK. And then I will try to write here 1, and then 2027, you'll say it will bring invalid data. So you can't get born in future. So it will prevent that. But if I write 1, and then 2025. Oh, sorry, I didn't write it correctly. So 1, 2025. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so for the marks, let's say the marks ranges from 0 to 100. You want to prevent people from saying they got 1 of 5 marks, which is not valid. So we're going to select this again. And then we're going to data validation again, and then we're going to put a decimal value or a whole number. You can either get a whole number or a decimal. Let's say whole number, right? A minimum of 0 and a maximum of 100. We can also customize the error message, invalid max. We can tell them that max range is from 0 to 100, and then click like that. Okay, so now if this one tries to enter 100, it will work. But if I try to enter 105, say max range from 0 to 100, it will not work. Okay, so for the name also, if I try to write Joe, it won't work. But if Joe has a second name and his second name is Banana, Banana will work. Now see, oh, I gave him Banana, so Banana will work. So that is how data validation works, and you can prevent people from saying their gender is girl or they were born in future.